The greatest illusion a woman creates is the belief that she's simple. But beneath her smile lies a playbook of instincts, strategies, and secrets, passed down through generations. You're not supposed to know this. That's why most men walk blindly into relationships, into heartbreak, and into manipulation, thinking they're in control, when in reality, they're not even playing the right game. Women don't just communicate with words. They speak in looks, silences, habits, and patterns. But once you start seeing the patterns, you'll notice something chilling. That everything she does, from the way she compliments you to the way she argues, has layers. And those layers hide her deepest desires, her fears, and her need to maintain the upper hand. And if you don't learn these truths now, you'll keep losing silently. Let's break the illusion. Part 1. Validation is her currency. Most men think women want money, looks, or status. Wrong. What women crave most, and guard with intensity, is validation. It's the most addictive drug to her psyche. And once she gets it, you become less valuable. In the beginning, she chases you. She flirts. She invests. But the moment you start giving her validation, freely calling her beautiful, every hour, texting her first, showing neediness, her interest slowly declines. Why? Because she no longer has to earn it. And when something comes too easy, human nature says it loses value. The truth most men miss: a woman doesn't want constant validation. She wants to earn it from a man she respects. Keep your compliments rare. Let your attention be earned. It's not about being rude. It's about staying centered. Part 2. Emotions are her weapons and her shields. Women are emotional creatures, and that's not a flaw. It's power. But here's where it turns dangerous for unaware men. She knows how to use emotional displays to control the dynamic. Tears during a disagreement, sudden mood swings, moments of silence that force you to chase. These aren't always random. Sometimes they're unconscious tactics to shift control, to gain sympathy, manipulate guilt, or test your strength. If you always react emotionally, if you panic, over-apologize, or try to fix everything immediately, you fall into her frame. And once you're inside her emotional maze, she owns the outcome. The Stoic man doesn't fall for chaos. He sees through it. He remains calm, and in doing so, becomes untouchable. Part 3. She tests you endlessly. Here's a bitter truth. Her love is not unconditional. It's conditional on your strength. Every woman tests. She might start arguments out of nowhere. She might flirt with other men just to see how you react. She might withdraw affection to check your emotional control. Why? Because women are biologically wired to seek the strongest protector and provider. And the only way to confirm your strength is to test your boundaries. If you cave under pressure, if you explain yourself too much, if you tolerate disrespect even once, she loses respect. But when you pass her tests with calm authority, you activate something deeper, her primal loyalty. Don't resent her for testing you. Understand it's part of the game, and if you want her respect, you must win it again and again. Part 4. Indecision is a test, not confusion. When she says, "I don't know what I want. I'm just confused. Let's just take things slow." Most men take this at face value. But here's what you must understand. Women rarely say exactly what they mean. When she becomes indecisive, it's not always because she's lost or unsure. It's often because she's testing your leadership. She wants to see if you'll take control or crumble under the pressure of her uncertainty. In her eyes, a high-value man provides clarity, direction, and stability. A weak man wavers. A strong man decides. She wants to feel safe in your decisiveness, not because she can't think, but because your strength gives her permission to relax her mind. So next time she's unsure, don't plead. Don't ask, "What do you want me to do?" Instead, lead the moment with calm certainty. Because deep down, that's what she's really looking for. Part 5. She mirrors strength, but follows power. Modern women are taught to be strong, independent, assertive, and while many display these traits outwardly, here's the inner truth most won't say out loud. She wants to submit, but only to a man stronger than her. If you're soft, passive, or apologetic, she'll dominate you, not because she wants to, but because nature abhors a leadership vacuum. But when you walk into a room with presence, when your words are few, your tone is grounded, your mission is crystal clear, she naturally relaxes into her feminine energy. It's not about control. It's about polarity. Masculine energy penetrates, leads, and creates order. Feminine energy receives, nurtures, and reflects. If you're too soft, she'll have to become hard. If you remain strong, she can finally be soft. That's her secret. Part 6. Attention is her addiction. Women don't just want attention. They're wired to survive off of it. And in the digital age, attention is currency. From filtered selfies to thirst traps, from story replies to TikTok dances, she's constantly surrounded by validation. But here's the catch. The more attention she gets, the more numb she becomes. That's why your compliments don't hit like they used to. That's why your good morning text doesn't excite her. She's already receiving attention from dozens of other sources. If you want to stand out, you must remove yourself from the crowd. Be the one man who doesn't chase. Be the one man who doesn't validate recklessly. Be the one man whose attention she has to earn. Your attention must be scarce, because scarcity builds value. And when she finally gets your focus, it'll mean everything. Part 7. Drama is her oxygen. She doesn't want constant peace. Yes, women say they want a nice guy, a drama-free relationship, a calm man. But the truth? She craves emotional stimulation. If things get too quiet, if the energy gets too flat, she'll unconsciously create drama, just to feel something again. She'll bring up the past. She'll overreact to a joke. She'll accuse you of not caring. Not because she hates you, but because she needs to feel emotionally alive. This is where most men fail. They either argue and escalate, or withdraw completely. But the wise man knows how to contain the storm without getting swept away. Remain calm, let her vent, stand firm, and when the wave passes, guide her back into peace. Emotional stability is your battlefield. Win it, and she'll never want to leave you. Part 8. Her body reacts before her mind. Here's something no one tells you. A woman's body decides before her logic does. You can say all the right things, have the perfect job, the right resume, but if your energy, voice, and presence don't stir her primal biology, it's game over. That's why so many women choose men who don't make sense. That's why she leaves the nice guy for the one who makes her feel something in her gut. The female nervous system responds to masculine polarity. Your calmness under pressure, your assertiveness, your slow, deliberate movements, your grounded presence. These things speak louder than your words. When your masculine energy penetrates the room, she feels it, often before she understands it. If you want to truly attract her, don't just focus on what you say. Focus on who you are when you walk into the room. Part 9. She'll test you forever. Here's a truth every man must understand. A woman never stops testing a man she respects. Her tests aren't always obvious. They're not always dramatic, but they are constant. She may challenge your decisions. She may tease your discipline. She may push your boundaries, just to see if they hold. Why? Because deep down, she needs to know you're still the man. She wants to feel secure, not just physically, but emotionally and spiritually. So she'll subconsciously throw little storms your way to see if you bend, break, or remain unshaken. This isn't cruelty, it's instinct. If you react emotionally, if you start explaining yourself too much, if you start doubting your own words, you fail the test. But if you stay rooted, calm, firm, and unwavering, you pass. And each time you pass, her respect for you deepens. Remember, she doesn't want to lead. She wants to feel the strength of a man who can lead without apology. If you fail her tests, she'll eventually seek that strength elsewhere. So stay sharp, stay centered, and never fear the test. It's a sign she still sees your value. Part 10. If she doesn't admire you, she can't love you. You can give her gifts. You can take her on vacations. You can be kind, loyal, funny, supportive. But if she doesn't admire you, if she doesn't look at you and feel a deep, almost irrational awe, she will never truly fall in love with you. Because for a woman, admiration is the gateway to devotion. She needs to look at you and think, he's different. He's powerful. He's a man other men want to be, and other women want to have. If she sees you as ordinary, you'll never occupy that sacred space in her heart. This is why purpose matters, why mission matters, why drive, dominance, and ambition matter. Not because she's shallow, but because biologically women are drawn to the most capable male in the tribe. Not the kindest, not the funniest, not the most romantic, but the one who commands respect through action, presence, and unwavering standards. So ask yourself honestly, does your life inspire admiration? Would you follow a man like you? Because the moment she stops admiring you is the moment her love begins to die. Closing message. She hides many things, but none of them are more dangerous than the things you choose to ignore. Stay sharp, stay grounded, and remember, attraction is not built through words. It's built through presence.